Hey there, I'm Kevin Downey, and I run an agency called Kevin M. Downey, where we help companies with both their recruiting and email marketing efforts. You can visit our website at kevinmdowney.com. Okay, today's topic, successful B2B appointment setting strategies in 2025. This is probably one of the toughest things for B2B companies in post-COVID era. Actually, before COVID, it was getting hard, but it's gotten really tough since COVID, right? Business development, lead generation, appointment setting in particular, really hard, because what we've been doing for a while with appointment setting is kind of our same strategy we would use with the initial outreach with reps. We would use the same strategy we would use with email. Would be like, hey, do you have this pain point? If you do, we can help you solve it. What I want to do is I want to send you this. I'm going to give you an option to jump on a call, right? And then I'm going to follow up with you after you get everything. I'm going to try to schedule a call. So what has happened with that process? Why isn't it working as well anymore? Companies are getting hit with so many things. Yes, they're willing to look at things. Yes, they're willing to receive things. But at the end of the day, they are protecting their time and their money on the employee side, especially their time. And so you send them stuff and they say, yeah, sure, I'll look at it. And then, you try to follow up with them and they're not there. They're ghost, right? You can't get them, right? So reps are really struggling there. So we've worked on a couple of different strategies or tweaks to this and found a method that's so simple. It was actually frightening how successful it's been for a number of clients and including us. So rather than offering to send stuff and then try to follow up with them to schedule a call, what we're having reps do is when they get a hold of a decision maker, they ask them about the pain point, right? Do you have this pain point? Okay, here's what I want to do. I'm going to schedule a 10-minute phone call, right, with X, sales, principal, whoever it is that's doing the selling, right? And they're going to just walk through what it is we have, and we're going to send you stuff, right? So in other words, we can't send you stuff unless you do the call. But it is very important that that call is scheduled as a phone call, not a video call. Video calls do not land nearly as well unless the prospect is very vetted already and extremely interested in what you have, right? In that case, like when they schedule, let's say with our agency, if they're really, really interested, they'll not only schedule a call, they'll send their own MS Teams or their own Zoom or whatever it is, right? Or Cisco, WebEx. Right. But in general, if you're doing the more aggressive outreach and you've got a prospect that's just kind of like, sort of interested, right? You've got just some basic interest. If you just try to schedule a video call like a Google Meet we have or any of those others, the attendance rate is going to be really, really low because there's more that goes into being on a video call. They've got to make sure they got to feel like they're dressed a little bit or whatever. Whereas a phone call, they can kind of hide themselves a little bit and they can take the call anywhere. And generally, it's on their mobile. So we have found that they are much more willing to take that initial call by phone, just call it a 10-minute call and say, hey, we want to see if what we have is a fit. We're going to send you some stuff, but I want to schedule a call with X, again, sales or principal. They're going to send you stuff, but we got to do a call, right? Because they got to see if it's a fit both ways, right? That kind of thing. That is the strategy for appointment setting in B2B right now that I am seeing be most successful, both for us and for our clients. Okay. Hopefully that helps you. If you have any questions, need any help, reach out to us. KevinMDowney.com. Thanks for being here today. Best of luck in business, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.